I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a trend that if you need to get something done in Mexico, you send in a member of AARP. Whether it's infiltrating a cartel to find your niece, or it's running drugs across the border for them. The old school crew is going to get it done and quite possibly beat some ass in that process. Welcome back to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I am accompanied by my wife Jenn from Nerdbox, and we are talking about Clint Eastwood, the man who must be an immortal, his next film, Cry Macho. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
Former rodeo star and horse breeder Mike Milo Eastwood is being supported by his boss Howard Polk because of their long history together. Until one day he's had enough of his drinking and fires him. However, Howard has one last job for him. Head to Mexico to find his son that he's not seen in 6 years and bring him home because his mother is abusing him. Simple, right?
Yeah, Howard Polk, absolute prick.
Yeah, complete
like,
prick.
Yeah. You're fired. Oh, by the way.
Yeah, you owe me, and you need to go to Mexico and risk your life to get my kid back that I haven't seen in 6-7 years because I'm positive his mother's abusing him, but I don't actually have proof.
Yeah. It's not like I talked to him or her or anything like that.
No.
You just need to go there and take him. And here's what you need to find him with.
A picture from when he was 6.
Yeah.
And then he says, his face has changed a little.
Yeah.
What? Oh, no. He said he probably got taller. That's what he said. He probably got taller.
Mm-hmm.
Among other things.
Yeah, so Clint Eastwood goes and does the deed. He heads down to Mexico. So what did you think of this one?
Clint Eastwood was awesome as usual. He really is awesome. I don't know if he's immortal, what the thing is, but he's old.
He's old.
I love him.
Wow, let's state the obvious. No, he's old, by the way.
I love him, but it's getting really hard to watch him in these movies now because you can just see the age. He's so slow. And, like, the way he talks is slower.
Yeah, that sounds like a little bit of a prejudice against old people there.
No, I just think he has to retire at some point. Instead of trying to, like, kick people's asses when he's, like, 91 years old.
He does punch somebody out.
He does. It was pretty cool.
Now, while he may walk a little bit like Frankenstein in this movie. And he talks better than me, because I still slur my words together. And that's without drinking. He did a good job. And
yeah. He always does.
Having back-to-back movies where he's heading to Mexico.
I know. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. I don't know.
Picking up women.
Yeah.
2 movies in a row.
I know. Man, I guess he's still a stud at 90, 91, whatever he is now.
He was a cowboy in this film.
It's true. He's played a lot of cowboys.
Yeah. Maybe he's like the last cowboy. If you really think about it, the last real cowboy of American cinema.
Probably is. Mm-hmm.
So the acting in this movie, Clint Eastwood is Clint Eastwood. So, no, what you get with him now is the grumpy old men comments, which is always funny.
It's hilarious. I mean, and it's always just like one word, that's all it takes. He'll just like yell out, "You prick." Like, but it's just hilarious because it's Clint Eastwood.
Now, it was best explained in the movie Waiting. If you guys have seen that, where Ryan Reynolds is sitting with an older gentleman.
Slipping gradually into senility.
Really? Do you consider that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's a mixed bag. It's good in the sense that I can take walks in my underwear. I can give small children the middle finger. But as long as I look happy while I'm doing it, people just assume I'm senile.
And that's the first thing that pops in my head when Clint Eastwood says something. It's like, oh, well, he's just old and cranky, so he can just say whatever he wants to say.
I feel like he's earned it.
Yep.
I mean, let's get it straight. I mean, he's an icon in Hollywood. He's just an icon in general. The fact that he's been doing this for so many years, and the fact that he can still write a movie and star in it, hey, I hope I can do half of what he does at 91. Hell, I hope I'm still breathing at 91. So
and still punching people out.
Yeah.
Now, this movie takes a twist down a path that I didn't even expect it to take, because I figured he's going down to Mexico, there's going to be some problems, which there was some, but it kind of changes. It's like, it's not just a drama. There's some other stuff at play here. So, he does. Why else would you have a movie? He does find the boy, and you see it in the trailer. They're heading on their way back to Texas, and there is a rooster in it, and that's who Macho is.
That's who Macho is, yeah.
He's a cockfighter, so there's that funny line that's in the movie where, Clint Eastwood goes, "Hey, I don't care what you name your rooster, I just think it's funny that you want to call your cock Macho, but hey, that's me."
But that's Clint Eastwood,
So Clint Eastwood was spot on. The kid, I think, was pretty good. I think he's older than 12 and
13 he played.
Yeah. I didn't check his age, but he, I'm tired of seeing older actors, and if he's older, trying to downplay the age. Because, yeah, you hit it, and you sound like a 13-year-old. You don't look it. He looked older.
That's hard to say, though, because there are kids that are young and look older. So, I mean, he could be 13. I'd have to look him up and see.
Yeah.
He could be 13.
I thought... So if I have some gripes with the film, I thought that was one of them. It's like the character, for the kid in the movie, Rafa.
They call him Rafa.
Yeah.
It's Raphael, but they call him Rafa.
I thought, his character just seemed a little out of place. Like, I expected different things for the life that he was living in Mexico and the way he would act, and it was just like, hey, to go lucky, here's a red balloon. I got some candy in the van. Let's go.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, candy? You got free puppies?
Yeah.
So, he was really willing to go with that.
But his father did say that if Clint said certain things, he'd go with him. So he's the kind of kid you're going to see on Law & Order SVU. That's all I'm saying.
I guess. And then their journey back, they encounter other characters. And I thought that seeing the Clint Eastwood go from the way he was in the beginning of the movie, it was almost like a redemption arc type of film for him, where he was at the beginning of the movie and then where he ended in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
His kind of found like a new life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, I guess he was ready.
Yep. So it was a decent movie. I was interested in it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
How long was it?
Runtime was an hour and 45, something
Really?
like that. Yeah.
It seemed a little bit longer.
Yeah, runtime was about an hour and 45.
It is entertaining. It is a movie that you don't have to see in the theaters. You can wait to see it come out on a streaming platform, which I think is pretty soon, if not already.
I think it is already streaming, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's on HBO Max.
I think it is, too.
So you can check it out there. And if you like Clint Eastwood movies, if you like Mule, you'll definitely like this movie on the same, premise of that last one.
Mm-hmm. And if you just like his one-liners with kids that aren't white, then there's Gran Torino.
Yeah.
If
you like Gran Torino, yeah, you'll definitely like seeing some of those lines come up again.
Oh, yeah.
Not totally racist like he was in that movie, just the zingers.
Yeah.
Sometimes they were just one-word zingers, and they were just perfect.
And it was just perfect. It was perfect timing, perfect delivery, and you just laughed your ass off when he said one word.
Mm-hmm.
So
what are you rating this one?
I love Clint Eastwood. If I rated it solely on Clint, I'd probably give it like an A, but I'm going to go with a B-.
All right. I'm going with a B- as well, because the movie's there. I may watch it if it comes on again. I don't think I would buy it or own it or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd own it, but if it was on like HBO Max or something at some point, and there was nothing on, I'd probably watch it again.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Just because he's funny.
Yep. And I know you hate hearing this, but October is 31 days of Halloween. And what does that mean? It means you get a special episode of 5 Things, where we're talking about 5 horror movies you can watch or introduce to your family. We're getting a new show, Donna Jean's Espresso, Shot of Espresso, and that will feature celebrity guests telling you their favorite memories of Halloween. And then you get to see us every single day, sometimes twice.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes. And we'll be talking about horror movies that you should check out that you may have missed, hidden gems that are out there that don't involve Freddy, Jason, or Michael.
A lot of them involve women.
Yes. And I did not plan it that way, even though we were women of horror at one time.
Yeah. But a lot of these movies really do involve women as the main character.
Yep, some kick-ass women in
yes, definitely
these movies. So you definitely want to tune in to see those movies and check them out. And we're doing something different. We want to hear from you and have you rate them, because we're not going to rate these movies. So there are recommendations that we like, and we'll talk about them, and then you can rate them and let us know what you think.
Yep. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and share.
Yeah, definitely. And until the next, see ya.
See ya.